Video for Tyger. I sent you guys an email to customer service. You guys answered me with some troubleshooting. The problem is that this top, let me fan out a little bit. We have a 2016 Dodge Ram SLT 4x4, and we bought this in November. It's now less than a year later, and what you'll find is that it used to fit like really great, but I think the Florida sun that has just actually shrunk the cover, because you can see, look at the gap here. Okay, it always pops up, and how you guys thought that we would troubleshoot this is by checking these gaps. That your solution is, well, it's popping because the pin isn't going far enough in, or because the adapters, that these things are not right. They are right. They're according to you guys' guidelines. I haven't changed them. They haven't loosened. I checked them. They're all tight, and the gaps on both sides are right where they're supposed to be according to your specifications. The problem is not that. The problem is that in 9 months, as you can see, this used to be, when I would pop this down when it was new, it would pop down, and it stayed down low like this. Now when it does stay, it stays up like about that far, and the problem is that there's so much tension on this. I mean, there is so much tension on this that no matter how strong those pins are, it's either going to bend them or break them or something. I tried to do the adjustments. You can see that I'm as far back as I possibly can be, and still have it work. Now right now, because it's in the shade right now, but it's been sitting in the hot sun, it's not even grabbing, and you can see that it's not like there's any additional gap in here, which we're careful to make sure that there's not. It's quite simply, see, no gaps. It's not like it's pulling somewhere. It's just that the cover has shrunk. So you guys either need to you got to make this right. We haven't even had it a year, and either you need to warn Florida residents that the sun is going to shrink your tonneau cover, and recommend to not buy in Florida, or just stop selling in Florida, or we need to we need this replaced, or whatever you got to do, because you see all this tension. I'm pushing down hard, and this used to be nice and loose. And you see how taut that is, and it used to go down like flat. It doesn't even keep water out anymore. It hasn't for several months, because it used to come down like this, and now about the closest I can get is about here, and it'll latch, and then when we're driving, usually it pops up. Today seems to be worse than usual, but anyway, so see, it's down, super, I mean, tighter than a trampoline, and it never used to be like that. It used to have at least a little bit of play, and you see how like this is tight. So anyway, I'm going to send you this video. I'll probably post it on YouTube and just send you a link to it, and so it's not too long or anything. But I did all the adjustments that you guys said, checked all the things you told me to check, and I'm telling you, the gaps here are where they're supposed to be. The ring, the tightening things are where they're supposed to be. They never got loose. It didn't get wide, as you guys had said. Sometimes it gets wider this way. Nothing has moved. Nothing has changed. It's just that this top is like tighter than a drum casing. So there you go.